All right, gang. So I'm back. All right. And it is super hectic right now because it is graduation season. Y'all, words cannot explain the chaos that's going on in my head. Well, anyways, we just had Mother's Day, which we had a great day, but I did not decide to record on that day because I really just wanted to relax and enjoy it. I was not volunteering myself to do anything, but I got a little bit done on Mother's Day. But anyways, like I said, it's graduation season. So my oldest son is graduating today. And I still have a lot of shit to do. So I started decorating yesterday a little bit. Just got some of the decorations up. And we're gonna be doing it inside and outside. So I just got his yard sign and I think some more balloons. I don't know what this is, but I'm gonna try to get those up today. First off, I gotta feed Savage. Say hey, Savage. Say hey. Say hey. Mean ass. I gotta get him fed. I look a mess. I know. Don't care. I'm gonna pull it together later. But I'm gonna feed Savage. I'm gonna try to put the yard sign together. Then when Omari gets home, I have to do his hair and get myself together for this graduation. So let's see if I can pull it off. And I'm trying to eat before I get into all this because I ain't ate all day. My phone been going off all day. I ain't been able to record because my phone just constantly being interrupted. But anyways, I'm gonna get to it. Yes, Robert. Time to eat. Come on. Eat. Oh, shit. I guess I gotta take you out. I'm sorry. Come here. Sit. Sit, Seven. Sit. Hard-headed. Come on, sucker. Time to eat. Cut. I'm gonna try to get this yard sign together and we'll see how that goes. I don't know how long this is gonna take. Okay, I heard something hit the door, so I'm like, what the fuck is that? But it's just the lawnmower man, so I'm gonna try to put this damn yard sign together. Perfect timing because as soon as he's done, I'm gonna put it out in the yard and see how it looks. Okay, so not too bad for a person who doesn't know what they're doing. But I didn't get him a personalized one because of the time frame. It was late, obviously. Like I said, graduation is today. But I'm gonna put this out in the yard as soon as he's done mowing the yard, and we're gonna see how it looks. Hopefully, it comes together nicely. All right, so thankfully I am able to put off majority of the decorating for now because he's not having his party until Saturday and it's Tuesday, so I got time. But yeah, so now all I gotta do is get myself together, get the little one together, and hopefully we'll get out of here on time today. Bye.
Daniel Edward Ellis.
So there it is, y'all. I officially have a high school graduate. I don't feel that old. I don't. I really don't. But I have a high school graduate and a second grader, as y'all see, little dude. earlier in the video. That is my youngest son, Omari. So I have one going to second grade and I have one going to college. But graduation season, as many of us know or may not know, is going on all across the U.S. right now, mainly specifically Louisiana. We're in Louisiana where he's graduated. So there's graduations popping up everywhere. There's celebrations going on everywhere, all around us. And it's very much so a ritual. Okay. It's a ritual. Not only does it represent like a sealing off, but it's like a rite of passage. Now you're moving on to the next level in life, right? Well, it doesn't just end there. It doesn't end there. Really, things are just starting to begin. They're just starting to begin. But the thing they don't prepare you for is the spiritual graduations that you're going to experience all throughout life. And you probably already had some prior to your actual school graduation, no matter what stage you are in. Okay. That's there's spiritual graduations as well, and that's what we don't talk about enough. Okay. Now, since my spiritual awakening and throughout my current day awakening, I'm schooling my kids on the things that I'm experiencing spiritually. Okay. And in a sense, trying to prepare them for similar situations, if not worse. So they won't be just out here lost. Okay. Because a lot of chosen ones, you're going to realize that a lot of the people that are surrounding you all throughout your childhood, just life in general, a lot of them, a good percentage of them are agents. Okay. They're put in place to really suppress you in your spiritual awakening. They don't want you to wake up to the gifts that you really have, the power that you really have. They don't want you to wake up to the truth of you and who you really are and why you're here. Okay. They don't want you to know that. So there's like this little game of monopoly to kind of keep you suppressed, keep you asleep, keep you stuck in the matrix, keep you in their system so that you don't know who you are and what you're capable of. Now, as trying as it is, just getting to that one little step, I'm telling you, the more and more you go through life, throughout life, it gets better for you. Okay? Because you are a chosen one. No matter what's put in your way, what comes in your path to stop you, it will never stop you from your destiny. It's not gonna stop you. But there's gonna be a lot of weapons. All right. If that ain't a clear sign that I need to wrap this up, I don't know what is because my phone just ran out of storage, y'all. But anyways, like I was saying, the weapons will form. Okay. Don't be afraid of that though. What's guaranteed is that they will not prosper because you are a chosen one. That's why it's very important that you're rooted and grounded into something. Know who you are. And speaking of that, that's what I want to talk to y'all about. Y'all won't believe, well, maybe you will. But when my son went to practice for his graduation, they do one little practice run where they show him where they line up and all that, how the ceremony is going to go. Well, at the end of practice for his graduation, they gave him and all the other students, all the other graduates, Bibles. Let me show y'all. I'm going to show y'all so y'all won't think I'm making this up. They gave them Bibles. This is a Bible. It has their little school logo on it. I mean, it looks nice. It's very nice. This is a New International Reader's Version of the Bible. Okay? And not only did they give them that, they gave them the New Testament. They gave them both of these at the end of practice for their graduation. And at first I was like, now why would they? We never got Bibles. We never got anything after practice. And I didn't go to the school. I didn't graduate from the school, but I went to school in Monroe and we never got anything like this. Like, look, this is nice. It's really nice. And I told Dane, I'm like, you know what? I'm not even mad about it, even though we're not Christian. But this is the ritual shit I'm talking about. Like, this gives very much ritualistic. It gives a cult to me. It just does. It really does. But my son understands. It's like, you know what? I'm not even mad at them giving you this Bible. Read it. You should absolutely read it. Get to know it. Get familiar with it. But he knows there are some parts of this that are just borrowed from other religions and beliefs and stuff like. And there we have it. It cut off again. But that's what I'm saying. There's spiritual warfare going on all around us. I'm not upset that he got this Bible. I'm not. This Bible is exactly what led me to spirituality. This is exactly what led me to find out who I truly was. So sometimes you got to play the game in order to get through the game. You get what I'm saying? Because they think they got you. They're going to try to get you by any means necessary. But don't let them. Because once you see the truth, you can't unsee it. You can't pretend like you didn't see it. You just can't. And, it's a lot of spiritual warfare. And people are wondering why plantations and shit is burning down all of a sudden now. Really? They expect you to be sad about that. No. There's celebrations going on all around us. Do you honestly think my ancestors will want me to be sad about a building burning down where they were raped? I'm sorry, I probably can't say that, but they were tortured, basically. They were traumatized. They were treated less than humans. They weren't even looked at as humans. They were property. And they were treated as such. Just like I slapped this table. Do you think this table feels that, or it cares about me slapping? That's how my ancestors were treated. Like they didn't have any feelings whatsoever. So I'm not upset about, plantations burning down, a demonic doll missing. I don't feel any kind of ways about it because it's all by design. It's not by coincidence. Okay, everything that's going on right now, it's all in the same week. Y'all, this is all going on in the same week. We just had a full moon. Do you think that's by mistake? Do y'all honestly think that's by mistake? No, it's by design. Ancestors are getting their payback. They're getting their lick back. That's all it is. That's all it is. Jesus was spiritual. The Pope put the hit out on him. Okay, the church is what nailed. The church is who nailed him to that cross. They hung his ass from a tree. Actually, that's the part they took out. They didn't want y'all to know about. But yeah, it can go. It goes real deep. It goes super deep. But before they suppressed black people, but anywho, it's just basically energy harvesting at its best. You know, they keep you in school so they can control what you know. They keep you working so you can't know what's going on around you enough to do anything, to change anything. They keep you a slave to your job, keep you a slave to the system, keep you a slave to religion. So you won't know or be aware of the spell that they're actually working on you. They're using it against you. They're harvesting your energy. So no, I'm not gonna get upset about no plantations burning down. It ain't got nothing to do with reserving or preserving my ancestors' history. We want the land back that y'all stole. Let's talk about that. Ain't nobody taking no action towards that or talking about that. We over here arguing about who should be upset and who shouldn't be upset about a building burning down. Be upset that they stole your land from you and they've been covering shit up about you since day one. Do you know how many black communities are underwater right now that they covered up, that they destroyed? You want us to be upset about a plantation burning down? It ain't like a angry mob of black people walked up to this mansion and lit it on fire. No, it was an electrical fire. You want us to be upset about that? And they were still profiting off of our black ancestors. They still making money off of this stuff, but now you can't because it's gone. right? But instead of us getting into, you know, whether we should be upset about it or not, let's talk about getting our land back. Give us back what you owe us, which is our land. We'll deal with the rest later. Anybody ready to take them steps? Who gonna get a group of attorneys together so that the people can sue the United States of America, aka the corporation that's been stealing from you since day one? Let's talk about it.
You ever wonder how they choose where to build prisons? It's not about crime, not really. There's something called predictive modeling. It's simple, sinisterly simple. They take test scores, mostly reading scores, third grade, they plug them into a system, and the system spits out a map. If enough kids in a certain zip code can't read at grade level by age 8, that neighborhood gets flagged. Not for support, not for funding, for future incarceration. They don't send tutors, they send architects. Blueprints start rolling, land gets bought up cheap, the prison contracts start before the kids even hit puberty. And it's quiet, because folks think prison gets built where the crime is. But in truth, they get built where the system expects people to fail. Companies invest in it, politicians profit off it. It's a business, and the business need customers. Companies look at those scores and say, in 10 years we'll need 200 beds from this neighborhood. They're not watching to see who gets better, they're watching to see who doesn't. They don't care why the kid can't read, they just care that the numbers stay low enough to guarantee beds stay full. You ever notice how they shut down schools but open new prisons? That ain't coincidence, that's strategy. It's like a harvest. They're planning failure and reaping black bodies. And when that prison opens up down the road, it was already written in crayon, on a test paper a child never understood. Because in this system, failure isn't a flaw, it's part of the design. And the walls are already being built before the child can even spell freedom.